And good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network live from Max Rhodes Park for 8, 9, 10-year-old sectional play between Port St. Lucie and Beachside. Caleb Brown here, going to bring you all of the action of today's games between Beachside and Port St. Lucie. Got two great matchups here. Let's go ahead and give you the rundown for Beachside. Batting first and playing center field, Brooke Terry. Batting second and an extra hitter, Camden Parker. Catching, number 29, Peyton Bauer. Batting fourth, number 11, and playing third base, Reagan Williams. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 12, Natalie Betts. Batting sixth, Lillian Kraus, playing second base. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 87, Gianna Scariano. Number 10, batting eighth, and in the circle today, Camille Caravello, number 10. Batting ninth, number 1, an extra hitter, Piper Cunningham. Batting 10th, Lily Bienis, playing right field. And batting 11th, Talia Joseph, playing first base. And batting 12th, an extra hitter, number 0, Zion Sanford. Go ahead now, give you the lineup for Port St. Lucie. Number 4, Aubrey Dennis. Batting second, number 13, Avea Foster, playing third base. Batting third, doing the catching, number 8, Ava Perkins. Batting fourth, number 15, Trinity Richards, playing second base. Batting fifth, number 23 in center field, Isabella Jordan. Batting sixth, number 85, Brooklyn Espinal, playing first base. Batting seventh, number 2, Mackenzie Register is at short. And batting eighth, Taylor Pellick. She is an extra hitter, number 26. Batting ninth, number 7, Abigail Lane, out in center. And hitting 10th, Harley Olson, also an extra hitter. And number 21, Daria Salvaro. And I'd also like to give a shout out to a young lady who cannot be on the field because she's injured, but I want to give her a shout out. Lily Newman, unfortunately, not able to join her teammates out on the field. But Lily, I know your teammates are playing for you, and let's get ready to get this action underway. Again, in the circle for Port St. Lucie is number 4, Aubrey Dennis, and her battery mate, the catcher, number 8, Ava Perkins. So as Dennis gets her warm-up tosses in, your umpires for today. First base umpire, Bill Herman. Second base umpire, Pat Mitchell. And behind the plate, calling balls and strikes, Ryan Tenike. Those are your officials for today. Hope everyone's having a great start to their Saturday morning. Got your coffee, got your breakfast, and ready to enjoy 8, 9, 10-year-old softball right here on Brevard Sports Network. I'm going to take a quick break real quick before the action gets started, get myself a quick drink, and when we come back, first pitch right here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, and Beachside here in the top of the first. Brooke Terry takes ball 1. Had a chance to watch this Beachside team about 2 weeks ago, and Brooke, definitely a patient hitter. Is not afraid to stand there and take pitches, even take a first strike. Count is now 2-0. Dennis, the windup, fires. That's low for ball 3. We like to thank the friends and family of Beachside Little League for sponsoring today's broadcast. That one falls in there for strike 1. Count is 3-1 now. Dennis delivers a 3-1. And that's a drop, strike two. Count is now full. So Dennis has done a great job here battling back to a full count. That is high, and that's a walk, but good patience there shown by Terry. And next up to the dish, number 7, Camden Parker, an extra hitter today.
Know where you're going, ladies. 2 and 1. You ready?
First pitch high, and there goes Terry. Terry's going to be thrown out at second. What a throw. Ava Perkins with the throwdown from home. Great job, and there's one out. And that pitch low for ball 1. Check that ball 2. So Port St. Lucie showing that you're going to have to try harder if you're going to steal a base on them. That pitch high for ball 3. Count is now 3-0. If I'm Parker here, I'm taking this until she throws the strike. And that was a ball. That's a 4-pitch walk. And next up to the dish, number 29, Peyton Bauer, the catcher. And that's a beautiful, gets contact. Over to first, that one's thrown away. And that'll go down. Let's go ahead and give her a hit. That was a tough play. That was a slow roller. So Camden Parker will advance to third. Peyton Bauer will stop at first. So with 2 on and 1 out, that'll bring up the next batter, number 11, Reagan Williams, the third baseman. Bauer looking to make the impact, swings for strike 1. 2 on, 1 out. And now the little cat and mouse game between Parker and Dennis. And advancing is Bauer to second. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 as Dennis trying to keep the damage. Runners on second and third. Swing at a high pitch. There's strikeout number 1. Reagan Williams. Next step to the plate, 2 outs, 2 on for Natalie Betts, the shortstop. 2 outs, 2 on. Can Dennis get out of the jam early? That pitch high for ball 1. Parker walked back to third base. Pitch high for ball 2. Brooke Terry thrown out at second, and Reagan Williams strikes out. 2 on, 2 out. Dennis with the 2-0. That one outside for ball 3. And the manager's opting to load the bases here, asking if he can just put Natalie Betts on. All right, so they're going to give Natalie Betts first base. They're going to load the bases here for Lillian Kraus. So bases are juiced, but again, there's 2 outs. Force at any base here. And that'll bring up Lillian Krause, the second baseman. I actually like that move. Again, you give yourself a force out at any base. Higher opportunity here to get that third and final out. First pitch, swing high for strike one. The pitch, that's high for ball two. Now that is a decent little backstop, so Parker's got to have a good read if she's going to try to take home. And that one's going to be popped up, foul, and out of play. Lillian Krause trying to get a run here, trying to take advantage of a bases loaded situation. But Dennis, she's been a battler. Swing and a miss, and she gets out of a bases loaded jam. Beachside loads the bases, then strike out twice and getting thrown out at second. We head to the bottom of one with your score, 0-0, right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, welcome back here to the Brevard Sports Network. Due up this inning for Port St. Lucie, Aubrey Dennis, Avea Foster, and Ava Perkins are the three scheduled for this half inning. And on the mound, or in the circle, I should say, is Camille Caravello. Her battery mate is Peyton Bauer. She gets her warm-up tosses. Beachside had the opportunity there, loaded the bases with 2 outs. But I'll tell you what, Port St. Lucie did an excellent job throwing Brooke Terry out at second base to start the inning. Leadoff runner gets on, thrown out at second, and that kind of swung the momentum their way. And then Aubrey Dennis did a good job pitching at the plate, getting 2 strikeouts in that inning. Eventually striking out Krause to end the top of the first. But now we've seen this Beachside team. This Beachside team also has a nice little arm. Peyton Bauer, an excellent catcher herself. It'll be interesting to see how Port St. Lucie decides to play Bauer. Bauer's got a little bit of an arm herself, and we've seen her throw out some runners 2 weekends ago. So again, first up to the dish, number 4, Aubrey Dennis, who has a chance to help her cause by getting on here. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Good cut. That one inside for ball one. 1-1 here. Caravello, that pitch high into the backstop for ball two. Caravello right down Minton Road for strike two. Count is 2-2. Aubrey Dennis wanting to get on here. Really trying to get her team's bats going after that big momentum swing there. There's a chopper down the first base line, but it will be chopped foul. Two and two. Caravello, swing and a miss for strike three. Great battle there. Next up to the dish, Avea Foster.
Keep your head up. That's a great at-bat, kid. Good job, Aubrey.
One of the taller girls on this team is Foster, as she sits and looks at ball one that was about face level. That one low for ball two. As we await. That one right down Minton Road again. Strike one. Count is 2-1 here to Foster. That one Foster fouls off, evens the count up at 2-2. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first inning. That pitch outside, count is now worked full. Caravello looks, steps the first 3-2, and that one will be ball four. And Foster be the first base runner on board for Port St. Lucie, bringing up Ava Perkins, the catcher. That pitch, that's the ball, and Foster's going to try to take second. Foster slides in safe. You know, we said it would be interesting. Bauer does have an arm, but Foster got a good jump and slides into second. That's strike one. Count is 1-1. Perkins awaits the 1-1. That one low, and Foster thinking about it. Of course, she had the advantage there. No one exactly was sitting on second, hoping to try to force a throw. That pitch high for ball two, or ball three. Check that. 3-1 count. Runner at second. That one just catches the corner for strike 2.
All right, gotta protect, Nate. Here we go. Here we go.
Full count here. Perkins. That one's going to get past the catcher, and Avea Foster will take third on the pass ball. 2 on, 1 out. Bringing it next up to the dish, number 15, Trinity Richards. With an opportunity here, 1 out, 2 on. And Richards slaps that one down the first base line. Foster will score. And did she beat it? Yes! She beats the throw to third. Foster will score. Perkins will take second, or will take third on the throw. And Richards will get a single. And it's 1-0 Port St. Lucie. First pitch there is ball 1. And we'll have Trinity Richards taking second. Isabella Jordan at the plate, looking to keep the damage rolling. 1 out, and there's a 2-0 count. That one to the backstop, and that one bounced hard off the backstop. Manager said, nope, let's play it safe. We only got 1 out. No reason to force anything. 3-0. If I'm Jordan here, I'm making her throw a strike here. And the bases are now loaded. So 3 walks and a hit so far for Port St. Lucie. 1 out. Next up to the dish is Brooklyn Espinal. And Espinal has a chance to really do some damage here. Bases loaded, 1 out. That one high for ball 1. And look, that was a great hit by Trinity Richards, getting it just down the first base line, keeping it fair. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Caravello now gets up 1-2. Got to protect here, and this one high for ball 2. Count is now 2-2 for Espinal. Bases loaded. High. Count is now run full. Trinity Richards on third. Isabella Jordan on first. Check that. Perkins on third. And that'll be another run walked in. And Port St. Lucie jumps up 2-0. 1 out. Base is still loaded. And now the coach going to have a meeting with Caravello. So Perkins will be walked in to score. Richards now on third, Jordan on second, and Espinal on first. And look, if you're a coach for Beachside here, you're coming out and just telling Caravello, look, relax, let your defense work behind you. You know, let's just worry about getting the next out. And if you're Port St. Lucie coach, you're telling Mackenzie register. Make her throw your pitch. Be patient. 1 out. Bases loaded. Make her throw your pitch. So Caravello ready to come back here. And home plate umpire Ryan Tenike giving both managers a message about a rule. I don't know what that message is. I'll try to find out for you in between innings. Caravello looks at Mackenzie register and deals strike 1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Richards at third, Jordan at second, and Espinal at first. The 1-0, or the 0-1, turns into 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be a bunt. Got to get the throw home. The tag out for 1, and they get the lead runner. They get Trinity Richards for 1 out. But everybody else will advance. Will advance on the fielder's choice. Base is still loaded here for Taylor Pellick. And Pellick swings for strike 1. And that one's thrown high, and good job by Peyton Bauer getting back there and making sure no one can advance. And Mackenzie on that previous at bat just got underneath the ball, didn't make the full contact she wanted. That pitch high and away for ball 2. Count is 2-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. As strike 2. So we have our first Deuces Wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. What will the turn card be? Swing and a miss for a strikeout, and Calavero gets out with very minimal damage. Port St. Lucie scores 2 runs in the inning, but leaves the bases loaded. We head to the top of inning number 2 with your score. Port St. Lucie 2, Beachside with work to do. All right, welcome back here. We'd like to thank our sponsors, the friends and families of Beachside Little League, for stepping up and paying for the sponsorship so that we could bring you 8, 9, 10-year-old softball on this beautiful Saturday morning. Little steamy, but again, I will gladly take a morning like this over a morning at the end of July, early August, when it's already 95 degrees and 100% humidity. So both squads load the bases, and Port St. Lucie capitalizes, getting 2 runs. But in the end, both squads leave the bases stranded to end the inning. Or leave the bases loaded to end the inning. Due up this inning for Beachside, Gianna Cirino, Camille Caravello, and Piper Cunningham. The three batters due up this inning. And, of course, back in the circle is Aubrey Dennis. Dennis delivers the first pitch, and that one is called ball one. Beachside looking to capitalize, try to at least get one of those runs back this inning as she swings at a low pitch for strike one. Count is 1-1. Does Gianna. That one high for ball two. That pitch misses for ball two. And that one high for, check that was ball three, so that's ball four. And she will reach. Now we have the pitcher-to-pitcher matchup coming. Camille Caravello will take the dish. Remember, Dennis walked the first batter last inning. And that one's going to be a dribbler just past Dennis. Throw to first. And that's safe. And Scariano will advance to third on the throw. Caravello will take first, and that's going to go down as a hit. Piper Cunningham up to bat now with a great opportunity. No outs, 2 on. And that one's going to be a chopper up to Dennis. Dennis throws home, and that So the bases are loaded for Lily Bienis. Lily Bienis. No outs, bases loaded. That one bounces in for ball one. Ava Perkins doing a good job being a wall there. Dennis fires. And she will hit. So that they'll walk in a run. And Beachside gets one of those runs back. 2-1. Bases loaded, no out. That'll bring up Thalia Joseph. She escapes that one for ball one. So Joseph, as we saw, she has a mom serving overseas, so we certainly hope she's able to enjoy the broadcast and catch some of it. Count is 2-1. Bases are loaded. Strike two. Count is now 2-2. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Dennis fires the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike three. Next up to the dish, Zion Sanford. Caravello on third, Cunningham on second, and Bienis on first. Swing and a miss for strike one. One out, bases still loaded for Zion Sanford. In there for strike two. Dennis quickly ahead. Again, trying to limit the damage herself in this situation. Trying to strand the bases loaded for the second inning in a row. Ducks under that one for ball one. Swing and a miss for strike three. And that's now strikeout number 4 for Dennis on the morning. And we head back to the top of the lineup with Brooke Terry, who was walked in the first inning and then thrown out at second. So you go from a bases loaded with nobody out to a bases loaded 2 outs with the leadoff hitter back at the dish. And Dennis starting to get in a groove now. That's now 3 consecutive strikes. That one high. And Caravello's going to make the attempt. And she'll get in, and we're all tied up, folks. Caravello on the pass ball ties up this ball game. So nobody's at first. Caravello scores. Cunningham goes to third, and Beanis goes to second. And that one's going to be tipped and against the fence. Count is 1-2. And then that was just a good job by Caravello sliding under the tag. Dennis fires the 2-2. That one low. Count is now full, 3-2. Dennis fires, and that's going to be a ball, and that'll walk in, or that will load the bases. So 2 walks. Bring up number 6. Check that. That was only ball 2, or ball 3. All right, now the bases will be walk loaded. But again, this is how the first inning ended last time. They loaded the bases, and then Dennis went out and struck out Lillian Krause last time. Next up is Camden Parker. She also was walked in the first. And that one high for ball 1. Camden Parker got walked and got all the way to third before being stranded. Nice cut, got just under it. Count is 1-1. 2 outs. Bases are loaded for Beachside. But there is an out at any base. Just got to know where you want to go. And that one misses for ball 2. Dennis versus Parker. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The third Deuces Wild situation of the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Who's going to win this battle? And this one low for ball 3. Count is now full. The 3-2. Dennis fires and swing and just gets something on it. Count will remain full. Parker doing her best John Travolta impression. And that one inside for ball 4. That'll walk in a run, and Beachside takes the first lead of the game.
You got to score more runs anyway. Here we go. Come on.
And next up to the plate. That'll bring up Peyton Bauer, the catcher.
Take a couple steps in, kiddo. Towards second.
Fouled off for strike 1. Count is 1-1, 2 outs. Bases are still loaded.
All right, everybody ready? Any base? Let's get this last out.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Last time Bauer was up, she had the slap hit down the first base line. 1-2, that pitch high. Count is now 2-2. Follow a little bouncing ball at home. Deuces are wild. Dennis fires a 2-2. Swing and a miss and gets out of the inning. But not before. Beachside scores 3 runs before stranding the bases loaded. We head to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score: Beachside 3, Port St. Lucie 2. All right, folks, we are back here on the Brevard Sports Network as we head back to, where did I? We have Abigail Lane, Harley Olson, Salvadro. Calavero takes the circle for inning number 2 for Beachside. Beachside doing a good job that past half inning, being patient at the plate. And the manager having a conversation with the umpire. So here we go, due up this inning. First at the dish, number 7, Abigail Lane. That pitch high for ball 1. One in there for strike 1. Calavero looks, deals. Strike 2. And Calavero doing a good job getting ahead here in the count. The 1-2 pitch, that one high for ball 2. Calavero rolls that one in for ball 3. Count is now full, and Lane has done a good job. Went down 0-2, battled her way back all the way to a full count. That one low, and that's ball 4. And Lane will take first base on the ball. That'll bring up Harley Olson, the extra hitter. That one high for ball 1. So both pitchers in both innings have walked their first batters of the inning. That one in there for strike 1. Count is 1-1. Calavero, that one low and inside for ball 2. Count is 2-1. Lane over on first. No outs. Looks, she checks swings, but it's called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on first. And that one high for ball 2, or ball 3. Lane slides into second. That throw goes into center field. So Abigail Lane steals second on ball 3. Count is now full. Olson with a runner in scoring position now. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Next up is Diana Salvador, as my tongue doesn't want to roll this morning. Calavero says strike 1 to start this at bat. 1 out. Abigail Lane at second base. That's going to be a swinging bunt, and that'll advance. There's a swinging bunt base hit, or base hit bunt. Runners at first and third. 1 out. As we head back to the top of the lineup, Aubrey Dennis, who struck out swinging to start the game. The pitcher versus pitcher matchup. That one inside, and they're going to go ahead and give. They're going to go ahead and give Denise the second base. So runners at second and third. And that one upstairs for ball one. Count is 1-1, one out. Runners on second and third. That one low for ball two. Check that it's 3-0. Aubrey Dennis. Want to be patient here? Unless it's right in your wheelhouse, you make her throw the strike. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So Dennis will load the bases. And that'll bring up Avea Foster. Foster comes up, bases loaded, one out. High for strike or ball one. Last time she was up, Foster was walked as she'll swing and miss for strike one. And manager calls time to make sure laces are tied as the home plate, as umpire tonight tells everyone to make sure their laces are tied. That's something that's unique to Little League, and I just watch every player look down, make sure their shoes are tied when. And Foster with a hit in the gap. And 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Port St. Lucie takes the lead back 4-3. Abigail Lane will score. And Denise Salvador will also score. Aubrey Dennis will take third. And there's another swing of the bat. Got to go to home, misplaced the throw, and that's another score for Port St. Lucie Little League. So with all that action, Foster's now at second. Perkins will reach first. Dennis scores. And I promise, folks, I will change the scoreboard as soon as there's a die down in the action. And there's a slap hit down the third base line. Gonna race to third. And Foster's safe. So Foster's advances. Richards. Perkins goes to second. Richards will take first on the swinging bunt. Bases loaded, 1 out. And Isabella Jordan comes to plate. Holy wow. Again, I will fix the scoreboard in when I get a second. I just don't want to miss any of this action for you. And that one will be swung and go foul for strike one. All right. 5-3, Port St. Lucie on top. 0-1, Jordan at the plate. Bases are still loaded with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss for strike two. Jordan. Got to protect here. That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded. Can Calavero get out of this jam? At pitch high. The count is full. Calavero pitches, swing and a miss for strike 3. And Jordan, second strikeout of the inning for Dennis. And that'll bring up number 85, Brooklyn Espinal, who was walked in her last at-bat. And Jordan will now go to second as a courtesy runner for Perkins. 2 outs. So because she just recently batted, she won't be batting very soon, so they're putting her on to run at second, so Perkins has an opportunity to get her gear on. That pitch high for ball 1. Calavero fires high for ball 2. Bases are loaded. Foster at first. Or Foster at third. Check that. Jordan in for Perkins at second. And Trinity Richards at first. Brooklyn Espinal. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Make that 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. The bases are loaded. Port St. Lucie has scored 3 so far this inning, looking to score more. And Foster's going to attempt to take the plate, and they sent Foster. And that will be out number 3. So Beachside catches a break there. So Brooklyn Espinal will start off the 3rd inning. But not before Port St. Lucie scores. 3 runs there in the bottom of the 2nd. We head to the top of the 3rd with your score. Port St. Lucie 5, Beachside 3. All right, we are back here, top of the 3rd inning, live from Max Rhodes Park. We'd like to thank our sponsors, the friends and families of Beachside Little League, for stepping up and taking care of this sponsorship so we could bring you softball action right here on the Brevard Sports Network on a beautiful Saturday morning. Due up this inning for Beachside Little League. Currently at the plate, Reagan Williams, Natalie Betts, and Lillian Kraus. Coach Kim jumps back in the box for Beachside. That one inside and low for ball 2. Last time up, Williams struck out. back in the first. 3-0 count.
Go, Aubrey, go get her, kid. Here we go, 4.
Dennis will walk the first batter of the third inning. And Williams will reach on the ball. Next up to the plate, Natalie Betts, who walked her last at bat. Back in the first. Swing and a miss, and Williams faking as if she's going to second. Decides to stay at first. That one outside for ball 2. Wait, what? That one fouled off. Back to the screen for. Okay, now they just corrected it. Count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on for Beachside. Betts, swing and a miss for strike 3.
Hey, be ready over there at 2, okay? She's looking to run.
As strikeout number 6 for Dennis on the morning. Next up to the plate, Lillian Kraus. And Kraus was looking to bunt. And that bunt goes foul. And Williams will be. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought it was a foul. It was rolled in, so Williams will. That one's a foul. All right, so Reagan Williams will take second on the get the stolen base there. And Kraus swings at that one over to second. First 4 out, number 2. The 4-3. But on the throw, Williams will advance to third. So with 1 out and a runner at third.
Plays at 1, 2 out.
Ciarino steps up to the plate. And that one is tipped back into the fence.
Talk to her. Tell her where it's at, ladies.
Last time up, she was walked, came all the way around to score.
She can hear you. I go, I don't doubt it. I warned him.
That one bounces, and here comes Williams. Williams slides into home for another Beachside run. And it's 4-5, or 5-4. Port St. Lucie on top. But Beachside scores a run with 2 outs. And that one will be fouled off for strike 1. It's not a new batter, Caleb. It's still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that one is a deep shot. Almost makes the catch. And that is a sliding double. Jordan almost made that catch there. Look, That was a tough play for her to make. Caravello swings in back to the pitcher, fumbles the ball over to first, and Caravello beats out the throw. And throwing it over to third. And lots of running being done. Another score for Beachside, and we're all tied up 5-5. She scores. Swing and a miss for strike one. And Caravello is at second. And Caravello is now going to take third on the pass ball. This is Piper Cunningham at the plate. Last time Piper was up, she got a base hit. Came around to score. And swings and fouls that one off for strike two. And backs out for ball two. Count as 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Beachside is all tied up. I will fix the scoreboard here in the next half inning. All tied up. Deuce is wild. And swing and foul that one off. Folks, I hope in the next inning, if you need to refill that coffee, now's the time to do it because you're not going to want to miss this action. As you can see, these two teams both want it bad. Swing and a miss for strike three. Cunningham strikes out. Strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's strikeout number 7 for Dennis on the morning. We head to the bottom of the third with your score. All tied up at 5 here at Max Rhodes Park. All right, we are here for the bottom of the third inning. Brooklyn Espinal will be back at the dish. The runner was thrown out. Foster was thrown out at home. So Brooklyn Espinal will head back to the plate for a fresh new attempt. So it's as if that at bat never happened. But we're here in the third inning. All right. Make sure my book's all up to date. And Espinal, last time she was up back in the first, was walked, made it to second. where she was stranded. Calavero back in the circle. Pitch up high for ball one. And Espinal slaps that one down the first base line. Foul for strike one. Count is 1-1. Hope everyone's enjoying their Saturday morning. Swing and a miss for strike two. Calavero outside for ball two. All evened up 2-2. 5-5 here in the bottom of the third. No outs. That one high for ball three. Count is now full. Beautiful breeze rolling through. Full count. That one high for ball four. And Espinal draws the walk to start off the inning. Next up, that'll bring Mackenzie Register, who reached on a fielder's choice last time. Over at first is Espinal. No outs here in the bottom of the third. That one's going to be high, and there goes Espinal, who will take second on the pass ball. Ball one. Calavero right down the lane for strike one. The 1-1. And Register decides she wants to play a little dodge a softball. Calavero, that one gets past Bauer. And Espinal will take third on that pass ball. Runner at third, no outs for Register. Three-one count. And that one will be a walk. So back-to-back walks here for Calavero. Next up, that'll bring Taylor Pellick. Struck out swinging her last time up back in the first. That pitch high. And Bauer makes sure Espinal parks it at third. That one, drop strike. And there goes Register. Register will take second on the called strike. Runners at second and third, and that's a pass ball. And Espinal will take home on the pass ball. Espinal scores. Wait, what? Oh. Well, okay. So. Oh, okay, so it hit her. So, okay, so Espinal's still at, bases are loaded now, no outs. So Pellick will take on the HBP. So bases are loaded for Abigail Lane. Last time Lane was up, she was walked and came all the way around to score. All right. So that's not a score just yet. Calavero rocks, fires. And that one outside, and Espinal thought about it, hesitated, and decided to stay right at third. Bases loaded. Espinal at third. Register at second. And Pellick at first. That one in there for strike one. Count is 1-1. An opportunity here, no outs. That one low and in the dirt for ball 2. And if you're Abigail, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to be patient, make her throw your pitch. There's no outs and bases loaded. You want to take advantage of this opportunity. That one high on the outside corner for ball 1. Check that ball 2. I forgot how to count for a second. Drop strike 2. Count is 2-2. No outs. Bases are loaded.
Crack of the bat, ladies. You gotta be run.
Okay, as they made the correction, full count.
Unless it's in the air.
Calavero, the full count pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Abigail Lane will strike out. Next up is Harley Olson. Struck out swinging her last time up in the second inning.
Nice at bat, kids.
Right, girl, you staying in there. You staying in there. That's good.
For Calavero, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 strikeouts for Calavero so far this morning. That one high, and Espinal's going to take off for home. Espinal takes home. So there we go. Now she's finally scored. Everyone else will advance. Register will take third. Pellick will take second. So runners at second and third. No outs. 1 out for Port St. Lucie. And in there for strike 1. So let me go ahead and update the scoreboard. Port St. Lucie takes the lead back, 6-5. And 2 quick strikes to Harley Olson. 1-2. Runners at second and third. Register at third. Pellick at second. Calavero, the 1-2. In there for a called strike 3. That's strikeout number 6 for Calavero on the morning. Denise Salavadro up to bat. Last time Denise Salavadro was up, she got a single and came all the way around to score back in the second inning. 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Calavero looking to limit the damage to 1 run. Quickly up 0-2. I say you go right at her. Try to get her to chase one up high. Count is 1-2. I say, again, you just go right back at her there. Right back inside, right here. And she does. Catches the inside corner for strike 3. So that's strikeout number 7 for Calavero as we head to the top of inning number 4 with your score. Port St. Lucie 6. Beachside 5. All right, we'd like to welcome everyone back here. Top of the fourth inning. Port St. Lucie scoring 1 in that last half inning. Due up this half inning is going to be Lily Bienis, Thalia Joseph, and Zion Sanford. Here to start the fourth inning. Bienis was hit by pitch her last time up, and she'll look at ball 1. That one low for ball 2. And that one's going to be a ball. Quickly, 3-0. Dennis delivers the 4-pitch walk. And Bienis will take first on the walk. Next up to the plate, Thalia Joseph. And that one's going to be popped up to second. This one could be trouble. And what a catch made by Isabella Jordan. Jordan with the catch. That's a good one because that one was popped high into the sun. She found it, tracked it, and you know what? In the first inning, she missed a similar catch like that. This time she makes up for it and gets the out. And the bunt attempt there by Sanford. Pulled back for ball 1. And that's a beautiful bunt down the first base line. Over to first for out number 1. And Foster secures, making sure the runner does not advance. So Bienis will take second on the fielder's choice. And Sanford will be thrown out. And that'll bring up Brooke Terry, who is been walked twice as she waits and takes ball 1. 2 outs. Runner at second. Terry will look at strike 1. Count is now 1-1. So Beachside with a runner in scoring position. But 2 outs. And that's a drop ball. Count is 2-1. Ooh. Folks, that one missed, and the only reason why it missed is because he said it did. Dennis, that one high for ball 4. So Terry now take first on runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Camden Parker. Parker has also been walked twice. And she watches strike 1. Dennis checking with her fielders. Swing and a miss for. So that was a pass ball. I thought I heard it hit bat, but Runners will advance. BNS over to third, and Terry over to second.
Plays at one. Everybody goes one.
Second and third, 2 outs, 0-2 count. And that one's going to pass by. And BNS hesitated. Might have had it, but Coach Kim says, you know what, just stay right there. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Aubrey Dennis with strikeout. There's a strikeout to end the inning. No runs on no hits. As we head to bottom of 4 with your score. Port St. Lucie 6, Beachside 5. All right. Scheduled up this inning for Port St. Lucie, Aubrey Dennis, Avea Foster, and Ava Perkins. So we head back to the top of the order. Caravello in the circle, Bauer at the plate, or behind the plate. Fires, and that's that one will be slapped foul. Last time Dennis was up, she has struck out and she has walked in her last 2 at-bats. Dennis. And that one will be slapped foul, quickly down 0-2. Calavaro, that one up high for ball 1. Count is 1-2. Two and 2 now. Calvero steps, fires that one high for ball 3. Dennis has battled her way back, was down 0-2, has battled her way back to the count full. And that pitch high, and Dennis will be walked for the second time in this game. Bringing up Avea Foster. Last time Foster was up, I believe she was walked. No, actually, she had the double last time. And taking second on the pass ball will be Dennis. She came around and scored last inning. Foster. And dead ball, Foster will be hit by pitch, putting runners on first and second. Ava Perkins coming up to bat. No outs. Runners at first and second. Foster tried to dodge that one. First and second. Perkins at the plate. And they'll watch strike one takes the inside corner. 6-5. As you see right there on your Friends of Beachside Little League scoreboard. That pitch fouled off. Quickly 0-2 Calavero. Battles in front. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. Runners out second and third, 1 out. Perkins goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Trinity Richards. Richards last time is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. As she looks at ball one. Check that, they changed that. That's a 2-0. Calavero. Runners at first and second. 1 out for Trinity Richards. That one high as the wind starts to pick up. Thankfully, the way the wind's blowing, my 10 will only go to the fence and not out on the field. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Count is 3-1. That one low for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Beachside. And that was outside for ball 1. Bases loaded here for Isabella Jordan, who had a great catch out here in left field in that last half inning. That one high for ball 2. Isabella Jordan has been walked and she struck out her last at bat. That one inside for ball 3. This is what you do. You stay patient. 1 out, bases loaded. Make her throw your pitch. That one catches the top corner of the strike zone for strike 1. 3-1 count. Now you're being given the green light here. High, that's a ball. That's ball 4, and that'll walk in a run. So Dennis will come in to score. Foster heads to third. Trinity Richards heads to second, and Jordan heads to first. Port St. Lucie now extends their lead to 2. Brooklyn Espinal at the plate. High for ball one. Espinal today has been walked twice. Last time she came all the way around to score. And there's a chopper, and it will go foul down the first base line. Got just a little too on top of that one there. Espinal looks and leaves that one down low in the basement for ball two. Count is 2-1. Caravello fires that one high, 3-1. This is a big hitter's count, and we know Espinal's got some power. And she'll be hit, and that'll be a second run walked in. So Foster comes in to score. Richards goes to third. Jordan goes to second, and Espinal will take her base. That pitch caught her on the calf there. They're just making sure she's okay. And that'll bring up Mackenzie Register. So a run will be walked in, and it's now 8-5. Port St. Lucie ties their largest lead of the day with 3 runs. Last time they went up 3 runs, and that will end. That will end the day for. Will it? That will end the day for Caravello. Now up in the circle is Piper Cunningham, as she gets her warm-up tosses. Now, while she gets her warm-up tosses, I'm going to get myself a quick little break, get myself something to drink. We'll be right back, right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right. So Piper Cunningham now takes over the circle here in the 4th inning. Up at the plate, Mackenzie Register. Register continues to play dodgeball. That one high and over the catcher. Slide in at home. And she is safe. Trinity Richards comes in to score. Jordan will advance to third, and Espinal advances to second. 9-5. They now extend their largest lead of the game. 4 runs for Port St. Lucie. Cunningham delivers the pitch. That one low. And it's ball 3. 3-0 count, 1 out. Runners at second and third. It's Espinal at third. Or no, Isabella Jordan at third, Espinal at second. And there's a walk. Bases are now juiced. And Taylor Pellick comes up to bat. Last time Pellick was up, she was hit by pitch, and she is struck out. So here's an opportunity to break it wide open here. That one, dead ball, and they're going to say that hit her, so that's another run walked in. Jordan. And Espinal on third. Register on second, and Pellick at first. And Abigail Lane will take ball 1. She is walked and struck out so far today. That one high for ball 2. 10-5, Port St. Lucie on top. Cunningham fires. That one catches the corner of the plate. Count up 2-2. 1 out. Bases are loaded. Swing and a miss for strike 2. We're all evened out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded. What can Lane do here? That one's high for ball 3. Full count. Can Calavero get out of this inning? Or not Calavero. Check that. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Cunningham gets her first strikeout of the day. Harley Olson comes up to bat with 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Strike 2 quickly down, 0-2. As Cunningham looks to try to get out of this one with limited damage. Swing and a miss. That's 2 strikeouts now for Cunningham. And we head to the top of inning number 5. But not before Port St. Lucie puts 4 runs on the board and leads 10-5. All right. Aubrey Dennis comes back out to the circle. Now with a 5-run lead. But as we found out in this game, no lead is safe. And Peyton Bauer at the dish. And she looks at 2 straight balls. And she pops that one up. Foster, what a play! Foster retires Bauer. Hope you all saw that one coming straight into your living rooms. Next up is Reagan Williams. She has walked and struck out. Swings at a high pitch for strike 1. And that one low for ball 1. Catcher trying to do her best job to frame that one. Tenike says, nope, that one was a ball. Strike. Count is now 2-2.
Go, kiddo.
We got a full count now.
Go good, kid. Come on, let's get this second out.
Dennis, the full count. Right down Minton Road for strikeout number 9 of the day. Next up, Natalie Betts. Betts last time up struck out and has walked. As first base coach asking for an explanation of some sort. And that one will bounce in the dirt for ball 1. Nobody on, 2 outs. And there's a strike called. Look, I think the big turning point for Port St. Lucie Little League was the catch made by Isabella Jordan out here in right field. Since then, the bats really got a rocking, and they've had a good couple of innings since then. Because that easily could have changed the game. She misses that catch, at least 2 runs score for Beachside. So. And that one high for ball 3. Count is 3-1. 2 outs. Dennis, there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is now full to Natalie Betts.
Everybody down and ready, let's go.
And that one high for ball 4. So Betts will be walked. Bringing up number 6, Lillian Kraus.
You ready, short?
Kraus last time up hit into a 4-3 and struck out. And that pitch way inside for ball 1. See the clouds moving in the distance. That one high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here in the top of inning number 5. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is all evened up. Betts.
Plays at 2 or 1. Easy base.
And that one will be slapped foul up the first base line. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Say it with me at home, deuces are wild. Two. That one inside, and that's a ball 3. Count is now full. The 3-2. That one high, and that will be a walk. So two straight walks now. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Ciarino comes to the plate.
Got 2 outs. Plays at any base.
And
Gotta tag it.
coach is coming out to have a conversation with his pitcher. Again, just telling her, look, relax. You have a good defense behind you. Just been making plays behind you all day. Just throw strikes and let your defense do their work. Dennis fires that one high. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Ciarino. Ooh, she thought about it. She wanted to go. Appeals down to second base. Says no, she did not go. Two balls, no strikes. That one outside, 3-0. So after an amazing catch, we'll see here, 3-0. Right down. Trying for third. And Betts. Double steal attempt. Safe, and Beachside scores. Little confusing gamesmanship there. And Beachside will score a run. Cuts the lead to 4.
All right, here we go, ladies. Plays at 1 infield. Plays at 1, 2 out.
So Betts will come all the way around to score. That one's high for ball 4. Kraus is at second. Ciarino will be walked to first. That'll bring up Camille Caravello. Caravello has a hit. Caravello is 2 for 2. She has 2 hits on the day. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. She was looking to put some power into that one.
Good, down and ready.
And she pops that one up. That'll get over the first baseman's head.
Watch home. Get it in. Get the ball in.
Late throw in, and that's safe. And so hesitation on getting the ball back in has led to another Beachside run. Kraus will score, and it's 10-7. Ciarino will reach third, and Caravello will reach first on the hit. Back over to the pitcher, and over to out number 3. Conventional 1-3. And that will end the inning, but not before Beachside puts two more runs on in the inning. We head to the bottom of 5 with your score. Port St. Lucie 10, Beachside 7. All right. Cunningham comes back out to the circle. She took over last half inning. Here in the bottom of 5. Swing and a miss for strike 1. At the plate is Salvador, who is 1 for 2 today. She got a hit back in the first inning, or back in the second inning, and struck out. And 2 quick Did I really miss 2 pitches? Huh. Count is 2-2. Dodges that one. Count is now 3-2. Full count for Cunningham. And Salvador. Well, look at ball 4. And take the walk. We head back to the top of the order. Aubrey Dennis coming back to the dish. She has been walked twice and struck out once. That one high, and Salvador heading to second. There she slides. And Salvador will take second. Swing and a miss, or a swing and foul back into the fence. One and one count. High for ball 2. 2-1. Cunningham Steps and delivers. And there's a shot back to Cunningham. Over to first for one. But the runner will advance. Salvage row advances to third. And that'll bring up Avea Foster. Foster, who is one for one with a walk and a hit by pitch. Plus, she made that awesome play that last half inning over here at third. And that one's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run will score. Foster headed to second. So Foster, with an RBI double, adds to her great day. And so the manager's asking about an obstruction call when I didn't see the call. But a great RBI double for Foster. And that's now 11-7. And Foster thought about taking third. Port St. Lucie definitely knows how to swing the bats. That one's high for ball 2. 1 out. I'll change the scoreboard here in just a moment. Perkins at the plate. And tried to fool the umpire thinking it was outside. Count is 2-1. And Perkins with a line shot over to short. To first for 1. What a stretch. So Foster advances to first. 1 out. (6-3). Next up is Trinity Richards. Richards is 2 for 2 with a walk. And Richards with a shot. That'll be an RBI single. Richards thinks about going to second, but she will score Foster, and it's now 12-7. It was an excellent hit. (12-7). Port St. Lucie. That one in the dirt, and Richards will take second on the pass ball. Isabella Jordan at the plate. Count is 1-0. And again, I say has to have the turning point of the game with the catch in left field here, just behind me, in the third inning, that really just kick-started this swing of momentum for Port St. Lucie. Coach having a word with Richards. And Jordan. Well, look at ball 2. That one inside. Count is 3-0. In there for strike one. Count is 3-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. Count is now full. 2 outs. Runner on second. Can Jordan do more damage? And she watches strike three, so that will end the inning, but not before. Port St. Lucie puts up 2 more runs. We head to the top of inning number 6 with your score. Port St. Lucie 12, Beachside 7. All right, Beachside down to their final 3 outs here in the top of the 6th. And Aubrey Dennis comes back out to the circle to try to finish this one off. Scheduled up this half inning, Lily Beanis, Thalia Joseph, and Zion Sanford. So far today, Aubrey Dennis has 9 strikeouts on the day. So here we go.
All right, ladies. 3 up, 3 down. Big D, big D.
Swings and fouls that one off for strike one does Lily Beanis.
Plays at 1. Everybody ready?
Beanis has been hit by a pitch and walked today. And she'll look at ball 1. The 1-1. In there for strike 2. He's got to protect now.
Everybody ready? Here we go.
Dennis fires. And that one's going to be lofted. That'll drop for a hit.
No to 2. Good job, Ad.
Gets the ball back into the pitcher.
Way to get it, kid.
So Beanis with a hit today. Gets her first hit of the day. And Thalia Joseph comes to the plate.
Steal now, huh?
Joseph 0 for 2 today with a strikeout, and she flew out to Jordan. And that one popped up. And there's the snag by Aubrey Dennis. That Beachside down to their final 2 outs. Zion Sanford. Beanis remains at first. Sanford at the plate.
All right, ladies.
Sanford today has hit into a 3-4 and struck out. Pitch low for ball 1. That pitch sails over catcher's head for ball 2, and Venus will take second. So a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
All right, ladies, plays at 1. Here we go.
And that one with the second great catch of the day. Jordan with her second big grab of the day out here in left field. And Beachside down to their final out. And Brooke Terry will watch that one get by. And Beanis will take third. Beanis will take third on the pass ball. Dennis looks and delivers the 1-0. That one, great framework there by the catcher. Count is 1-1, 2 outs. That one low for ball 2. 2-1. Dennis, the 2-1, that one's high. And they decide not to send her. I mean, keeping it conservative here. You don't want to end the game being thrown out at home, so. Terry will take the walk. So runners at the corners for Camden Parker, who has walked twice and struck out. And Aubrey Dennis starts out with strike 1. And you know what? Neither of these two, that runner at third, she doesn't hurt you. I say you just go right after the batter and try to get her. And they go ahead and let Terry take second on the catcher's indifference. Dennis, great framework again. 1-2. Beachside down to their final strike. Who will prevail? Dennis fires the 1-2. That one high for the biggest deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike 3! And Port St. Lucie picks up the victory. And that's 10 strikeouts on the day for Aubrey Dennis. Double-digit strikeouts. And that will be the final. Great game played by both squads. 12-7 is your final. And we'll be back soon with game number 2. Keep it right here to the Brevard Sports Network to find out when game number 2 will start. The final here of game number 1. Port St. Lucie 12, Beachside 7. Keep it posted here for game number 2 start time.